Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom review. See if I said it below. Yes, this is on episode 3 of Kakegurui, and holy crap, I honestly cannot be the only one that did not expect the amount of savagery that came out of Yumiko in this episode. Like, honestly, I already enjoyed her character from the last 2 episodes. I've been liking her character more and more and more, but this episode took her to like new limits, honestly. Like when she went up, when she pretty much just told Yuriko, literally, you are the equivalent of shit. I literally just, like, I just broke down right there. I was like, holy crap, that is so savage. And she did not let go. You know, she did not let her foot off the pedal in this part. She just kept going at it, and Yuriko was getting pissed and pissed until the point where then she was getting scared, because obviously she put all her money in Yumiko fashion, obviously straight up on one spot. Already knew it wasn't, in my opinion, as analytical when she thought of the process of, you know, how the last ones went. It was kind of got more explanation in the last episodes. I guess that's also why they kind of put more effort in explaining the whole bear in the hole thing, because when she said the bear in the hole thing, I was like, what the hell is a bear in the hole? What does that have to do with anything? And it turns out pretty much the student council president cheated. That's how she ended up losing. And of course, a little bit of luck on Yuriko's side, because pretty much, I'm guessing she probably would have won. She probably would have won and put Yuriko into like $1 billion debt. And I would have been like, holy shit, it's game over for her, honestly. And you kind of feel a little sorry for Yuriko at first, not at first, but when she's talking, she's like, she kind of, you know, is on the student council for a reason. She's there to make this club, to have a, you know, safe haven for all these girls. And it makes it like, oh, okay, she's not as bad. But I mean, she was still being incredibly mean to Mary, to which I remember at the beginning I was like, you know, good for Mary, she deserves this. But I'm just honestly getting more and more like just feeling sorry for her. Like, honestly, at this point she just got even in more depth when she thought she could somehow get her old life back, and when she just walked out of the room just sad and depressed, I was just like, oh man, okay, there comes to a certain point where you just there's a point where you're like, that person deserves it. And then there's a point where it's just like, man, please someone help her, honestly, you know. And literally when Yumiko was there, she was like, you know, you doing that, you're nothing but a loan shark, pretty much. And then of course, equivalent of shed and all the other insults. And then of course puts down the money, and you think at first it's just Yuriko getting mad, but then of course we get to the point where she's literally, Yumiko's getting Yuriko to pretty much shit her pants, probably, because that's how I would be with the amount of, like, literally she's like, oh, let's gamble, I know you're cheating and all that kind of stuff. And literally I would be freaked out. That's why I love every time is the facial expressions that they have in this show. Even with someone like Yuriko, who doesn't even open her eyes, her facial expression, from her pissed off face to her scared shitless face, from, of course, you know, the pretty much practically, you know, like half insane, half pleasurable kind of expression that is coming from Yumiko. Honestly, if I saw that, I would literally crap my pants every time. But yeah, like each time they have these facial expressions, especially for Yumiko, and the way they have her eyes glowing red, it's just literally, it's just like, holy shit, man, she is crazy. Especially when she ends up losing and those girls are like, ha ha ha. At first they're like, oh, we heard what happened to you, and it looked like they were gonna be, you know, they felt sorry for her and they were gonna, you know, they're friends and everything. Nope, they're just bitches, obviously, and just like full on like, haha, what are you talking about? Why would we be sorry for you? Mittens is like, dang, these girls literally at the top of the, like, just at one notice, it's like instant, hey, you know you're now a pet, so we're gonna be a bitch to you. It's like, damn, what if you're gonna be put in that situation? That's gonna happen to you too. So it's like, don't act like that, because if you ever get in that situation, you don't want people to be like that to you too, you know. But Yumiko, she just doesn't give a crap. She starts acting like a cat and everything, and scares them, thinking she's crazy. And I'm over here like, you know, she's scaring those girls, but for me, she's kind of turning me on. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I'm not gonna lie, honestly. But like, I am loving Yumiko's character more and more, like to the point, like, she lost. You think she would be pissed, but instead she's like, the way she took it is like literally no one else would. And even I keep forgetting what the main character, Suzui or something his name is, like I feel so weird having him as a main character in the show, because so far he's just there to be like, no, I don't think you should do this, I don't think you should do this. And when she was telling like, don't you think, you know, Yumiko was like, you know, talking shit to, of course, Yuriko, and she pretty much said, do you think so too, don't you? And if I was him, I'd be like, holy shit, please do not bring me into this. It's funny because he keeps being drawn to her. I mean, I guess she did give, you know, get him out of debt, but she's just crazy. I'm surprised he's still following her. I'm wondering if there's ever going to be a time where he's of any help at all to Mary or Yumiko, or he's just going to be kind of the lackey and, like I said, more of a narration side character kind of thing. It shows him as a main character, but so far I am not seeing it at all. The star of the show is literally, of course, Yumiko, you know, and literally she just, oh my gosh, this episode was just awesome. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say. Most of the episode was like, you know, the beginning part of Mary feeling so sorry for her, the start of the gambling with Yumiko versus Yuriko, and then of course Yumiko just going straight up savage on her losing composure, about to give up. President comes in, she pretty much did a bear in the hole method and cheated, and pretty much forces her not to, of course, you know, give up, because if she did give up, then of course obviously that would have been bad, because in the end she ends up winning. You know, a little bit of luck on the side too, but geez, I honestly cannot wait to see more of the girls clash, Yumiko clashing against the rest of them, especially considering the next the preview showed, it looked like it's going to be the girl with the Russian roulette, the gun and everything. That is the one I cannot wait for. I enjoyed this one. It was pretty damn awesome and pretty damn savage, but Russian roulette? I wonder what kind of twist they're going to throw in with that, because that's honestly like the craziest thing you can honestly go for, in my opinion. I'm guessing it's not real bullets, because I mean, they would end up being killed. But honestly, I cannot wait to see the next episode, to see what's going to happen. We've already seen her lose. I said before, I thought that sooner or later Yumiko was going to lose. She's not going to win every single one. And obviously, it seems like too, it's so weird, is that I guess that's the only way to make it really interesting and crazy, is that everyone is pretty much, to get to the top of the school, you need to know how to cheat, and of course cheat really good. And that's why so far every single person has cheated. So I'm wondering how the hell they're going to cheat later on. That's pretty much the mystery. It's not, you know, a matter of how they're going to win. It's a matter of who, you know, is Yumiko going to be able to figure out how this person is cheating. And that's pretty much how the show is going to go. But honestly, I cannot wait to see more of this. I can't wait to see more of Yumiko and see if she gets even more savage or more crazier, because so far I am honestly loving it. So please give me more Yumiko. I cannot wait for the next episode. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And as always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. How did you feel about this episode? Good, bad? Did you enjoy Yumiko's savagery as much as I did? Feel free to comment below your thoughts and we can talk about that. So until next time, guys, see ya.